Hey everyone, welcome to Colorado. Today we're exploring an amazing mountain home that is located in the gated community of MountainStar. This exceptional property makes extensive use of stone, steel, and glass to create these amazing vaulted spaces that interact with the outdoors and allow you to be immersed in the natural landscape around you. I can't wait to show you this amazing property, so let's begin. All right, everyone, let's start our tour. This is the covered entry that brings you down from the motor court. Beautiful front door, and here we are at the foyer. I love these glass walls and this glass roof design that brings so much natural light to the landing. French doors opening up to another staircase that takes you down to the patio, which we're gonna check out later. Flagstone on the floors. Love these recessed in floor lights that lights up this beautiful stone texture that's on the wall. Again, glass roof above, scenery is amazing, a lot to take in on this landing. Now, we're gonna see a lot of taxidermy throughout the property. This is a mounted buffalo, and I'm not really familiar with these kind of accessories. I feel like, Mikey, you probably know a little bit more than I do.
In Texas, taxidermy is pretty popular. I feel like
Mikey's from Texas.
Yeah, I feel like it's more common in kind of these rustic, more country settings. But it's part of that mountain home aesthetic, you know?
Correct. And before we leave here, I want to mention another detail. This door opens up to another staircase that takes you to the mudroom. And the mudroom is located right behind the two-car garage, which we can see from the motor court. Now coming this way, again, with all these glass walls, you can see our surroundings so clearly. It's so interactive. Everywhere you look, you can see nature, you can see these trees, snow. It's pretty fascinating.
Yeah, I can't praise mountain homes in snowy climates enough, but I'm really excited to see this place at night. As I look out, some of these trees have lights on them, so I know it's just going to give a totally different vibe to this house once the sun goes down.
Well, we'll see that later.
Yeah.
All right, now that's it for the entry and the foyer. Then we have these glass doors opening up to another staircase that takes us to this incredible space. On my left-hand side, we have the formal living room and the formal dining area. High ceilings that are vaulted, massive windows bringing natural light facing these views, comfortable seating area on this side, rustic hardwood floors. It's a really unique take on a modern mountain home. And again, the volume here is just incredible. Then they ran the stone all the way to the ceiling, and the textures and color palette, then this fireplace, all of it coming together. It's very cozy, but it feels very contemporary as well. And this is the seating area, a few couches, Eames chairs, this fireplace, and I want to talk about two details here. Number one, never seen this before. I guess glass partition wall for your fireplace. Even though it's a gas fireplace, if you want some protection, you can just roll the glass.
That's very cool.
Right?
Usually they have those kind of chain fireplace covers.
Yeah,
You know?
I prefer this.
Yeah.
You still get to see it, but you have some protection. Number two, these exposed steel headers that we're gonna see throughout the property. What a beautiful architectural detail. Not only it contrasts nicely against these stone walls, but at the same time, seeing the structure and the bones of your home on the interior just gives you this powerful, solid feel. It's a safe home and you just feel comfortable being here. Now, let's go to the other side. Formal dining room, square table, which is not something we see quite often. Let's see, 3, 3, 6, 8, I guess 10 to 12 people can sit here very comfortably.
Yeah.
If you maximize that corner, and you can have a couple of people here. And chandelier above, high ceilings, and even though the space is very voluminous between the plaster walls and wood clad ceilings and all the textures coming together, room feels very, very cozy. Now, before we leave here, I also want to mention, off of the landing, we have a powder bathroom for the common areas here. And before we go to the kitchen, I actually want to take everybody outside. Let's check out this beautiful patio. I mean, look at this. scenery here is breathtaking. Trees, mountains on the back, views of Beaver Creek, all this snow. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I love this. I said I wasn't going to talk about it again, so I'm not going to, but I like it a lot.
Something about these mountain homes, like the environment just pulls you outside. I feel like even though we live in LA and LA has amazing weather, if I live in a setting like this, I would use outdoors more. And I know that sounds kind of twisted, but I just want to just go outside and like touch snow and interact with nature.
Yeah. Well, that must be why you're not wearing your suit today, right?
Okay, so I actually brought a suit today, but then I was walking around, I was like, no, like this is the outfit. This is how I would walk around. So I was like, I ditched the suit. I hope
I'm sure it's
I look fine.
I'm sure it's a little more comfortable though. Yeah?
It is definitely way more comfortable.
Yeah.
And I just felt like it was more appropriate. But yeah, this is one of the patios that we're gonna see throughout the tour. And Mikey, can we pull everybody this way? This is the staircase that we mentioned off of the foyer that brings you to this patio. Now, before we continue, I want to talk about the specs of this home. We have 7 bedrooms, 10 baths, 8,327 square feet, on the market for $13,250,000. And of course, I want to give big thanks to the listing agent, Tye Stockton, for making this tour possible. More information about this property will be in the description of this video. And as always, we're stoked to be in Colorado, and we're thrilled to be touring another mountain home.
Always stoked to be in Colorado.
All right, let's continue. Now, this is the rest of the patio. We have a built-in barbecue area here, rain chain. We talk about these all the time. It's a nice touch. And now, let's go back in because we need to tour the kitchen. Modern cabinetry, island in the center with bar seating, darker tones with the cabinets. Then we have these lighter tone natural stone countertops. You have some of the base cabinets here, espresso maker, commercial wine fridge, and your commercial Sub-Zero fridge with a glass front. I dig these. I don't know what it is. It immediately gives you this elevated look.
I was going to say the same thing. Something about just glass refrigerators. I think it's because it makes it feel really commercial because you see these in nice kitchens all the time.
I mean, it's Sub-Zero. It's a
Exactly.
great brand. But yeah, looks really nice. Mikey, can you actually come this way?
Yeah.
I never want to overlook details like this. Dishwasher drawer. It's
Oh.
paneled. I would have looked over, then I saw the buttons. I was like, there's something else behind this.
Yeah. Is there any like benefit to dishwasher drawers, or is it just they're just a little more compact?
100%. They're smaller.
Yeah.
You can run a half load
I guess
rather than
you-
running a full load.
You don't have to bend over as much either, you know?
That's the part I really like
Yeah.
because I don't have the best back. So
Yeah.
this is way easier to fill up. You have your small sink here, main sink on this side. Look at this picture window. Look at these views. Look how you're integrated into nature. And I feel like we're just a little bit happier touring mountain homes or like touring homes that are in snowy environments.
Yeah, it's just a little more relaxed, a little more laid back. Takes us a day or two to adjust to the altitude.
I'm a little bit out of breath. This property is somewhat elevated, and it's just like we haven't been getting the best sleep because we've been traveling a lot. But enthusiasm is there. I'm stoked.
Yeah.
I want to talk about all the details. In fact, I forgot one. Butcher block is recessed into the countertop. Never seen this before.
Yeah, I like that.
They've inserted it in.
What kind of countertops are these?
I think they're granite.
They're granite.
I think they're granite.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about the gas stove, or should I say stoves, because we have a 30-inch gas stove here and then a 48-inch here. So in total, 78 inches. This is one of the biggest gas stove assemblies we've ever seen. Like, we've seen La Cornue's, I think the one in Cannes, France,
That's the one I thought of, yeah.
had an insane design with the chef's kitchen and the main kitchen. But considering the size of the home, this is quite impressive.
Agreed.
Now, above the gas stoves, we have commercial vents. I like how they hang their pots here. And let's talk about the stone for a second also. This reminds me of my hometown. In my hometown in Turkey, they use this kind of natural stone that is locally sourced, and it just gives you this timeless look. And I love how they brought this stone to the interior as well. It's just so cozy with the textures and details, and it's a nice touch.
I wouldn't expect this stone to remind you of your hometown. I always kind of pictured it like a Greek island or something like that.
Well, we have those like plaster, white stucco homes as well, but my hometown has more of this like stone look, and it just looks timeless. It's just beautiful. And I think that's it for the kitchen.
Yeah.
Now let's go this way. Let's take the staircase here that comes to the landing, and off of the landing, we have this door opening up to the primary bedroom suite. Off of the entry, we have a small desk, windows bringing natural light. This is like a little office, and following the hallway, We have the bedroom at the end, but first, let's check out the bathroom. Freestanding tub on my left-hand side, tub filler. Right next to that is the spacious walk-in shower, water closet, vanity here with 2 sinks, light box design above. And because the ceiling is curved, they actually kept the walls short. So you can benefit from the natural light coming in from the walls right behind you, Mikey. So it's nice, airy. You have the walk-in closet at the end. Just a really nice bathroom. And going back to the hallway again, we have the bedroom itself, spacious, hardwood floors, king-size bed, so much natural light coming in. And I gotta say, I'm really digging these plaster walls. It reminds me of the property that we toured in Malibu recently. You know, not to mention that primary bedroom in that house also had a curved ceiling too.
That's right, that's right.
And it just gives you this warm feel. And because these are plaster walls, they're not perfect. So they just have a lot of character. And looking around, cove lighting detail right there, 2 ceiling mount light fixtures framing the bed. Again, so many windows, casement sections on the bottom, corner TV. You have a telescope here.
That's a very like stylish telescope. Like you wouldn't, I don't know if you'd be looking at any stars with that.
It's part of the decoration.
Exactly, yeah.
And yeah, this is the primary bedroom suite. Gets better, follow me. Let's go to this covered patio section. It's a nice addition to the primary bedroom. You can see some of the exposed steel columns and beams. Unbelievable views. I almost feel like nature is hugging this house, you know?
Yeah.
I almost want to say I prefer it. I prefer that there are some trees in front of us, but I mean, views go for miles, you know? It's pretty special.
Yeah, you made a joke when we got here. You're like, LA developers would clear out these trees immediately
exactly.
to keep the views, you know?
If this home was in LA, they would come in and just rip all these trees.
Yeah.
But versus here, they kept it and it looks really nice. And speaking of the trees and the surroundings, this is a gated community. They have about 90 home sites. Currently 45 homes are built. We were told that some of the homeowners bought more than one lot. So some of these homes have a little bit more land. So I'm assuming by the time it's all completed, it's all done, they'll probably have 60 to 70 homes, which is really nice. It's a nice ratio. I mean, you can barely see the neighbor there, but it's amazing. It's peaceful. Again, all right, I'll stop talking. Enough with the surroundings, you know? Let's go back to the bedroom, because I want to take everybody to the staircase landing. It's such a cool area. I mean, where do I begin with the details? Look at this glass roof. Then you have glass walls, stone textures, lighting, and here's something you also don't know, Mikey. So the section that we just toured was the original home. It's all updated and all that. The section that we are about to tour is the new addition. That was completed a few years ago.
Really?
I know it looks very seamless and you would have never assumed that this section is only a few years old.
Yeah.
That's why they ended up coming up with this glass atrium section to kind of bridge 2 structures, but at the same time create this really cool moment. And I gotta say, I think this is my favorite part of the home.
So I guess that the kind of glass atrium at the entry, they probably added that to kind of tie the whole design together when they did the add-on?
That I don't know, but possible,
Yeah.
very possible. And look at the extensive use of steel here with the staircase, threads, walls, exposed columns. And it reminds me of Collingwood in some aspects. Remember the property in
Yeah.
Hollywood Hills? We had these like exposed columns too.
We talk about that episode a lot.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite home in LA.
Yeah, it's very,
Easily.
very cool.
And just the amount of natural light that comes in. Even the landing downstairs is so cool. Then they have these recessed in floor lights to light up the textures on the walls. Scenery, just beautiful.
Yeah,
all right,
great.
follow me this way. I gotta say, for the price point, it's gotta be one of the best homes. That's why we chose this property to tour here in Colorado, because we just felt like it's a great deal and you guys would enjoy it.
Yeah.
Follow me this way. Full bathroom, flagstone on the floors, open walk-in shower, and again, this stone textures. This is such a cool shower. Rain head above, window bringing natural light. Pretty cool. Cool bathroom.
For sure, yeah.
And then I have to point this out. Look at this art piece here. It's like all these figures, and there's like a big bottle, pint of beer.
Yeah. So I've noticed a very like subtle Bavarian theme throughout this house and the decor.
Is that what it is too?
Yeah, I mean, I'm no expert on cultural decor, but like I would say there's a
Inform us, Mikey.
I would say there's a strong Bavarian theme running through the house.
I guess we'll see that in the next space.
Yeah.
And then you have your floating vanity here, vessel sink, LED lit mirror. really nice bathroom. Now, let's go back to the landing. Right on the other side, we have this amazing lounge. Now, I know I said that the walkway, the glass atrium, is my favorite part of this house, but as a room to use and enjoy and spend a lot of time in, this is probably my favorite part.
Yeah, you can't sit down in the atrium and read a book,
Yeah,
you know?
it's just cool. You just pass by.
Exactly.
It has a shed roof design. Now, I don't want that to sound negative at all, but these single slope roofs are called shed roofs, and the volume here, natural light coming in, and walls of glass is just chef's kiss. It's beautiful. Look at our surroundings. This is one thing about this property that I really like. How we have all these trees around us, and it's like, it's just a different view corridor. It's just a different experience. And they left the room very open. You have a nice informal dining area here. Mikey, I'm assuming this is moose?
That's a moose. You nailed that one.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah, these things, I've seen a moose in the wild one time. They are intimidatingly large. This is only slightly taller than they actually are. Seeing these things.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's probably like, if that was mounted a foot and a half, maybe 2 feet lower, like that's about how big it is. It's insane.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And look at the back wall, by the way. So this is an interesting application. You know, like those barn homes that we see where they use logs to build exterior walls? It's the same technique, but they plank the surface. They left some of the imperfections, so there's a ton of character. Then they fill the gap in between each one of the logs to give you this cohesive look. It's more on the modern side. I feel like if they left the surface or just the log itself, it would have looked a little bit more rustic, but versus this application matches the house better. Now, obviously, ceilings are all wood clad. Then we have the main seating area here, L-shaped couch, 2 chairs facing the TV on that side. It's kind of a interesting take. They didn't mount the TV on top of the fireplace, so you can come here, sit down on this side, watch TV, or you can just relax here.
I'm sure the TV pivots as well. It has to be on an arm, yeah.
Correct. Then we have this beautiful fireplace. Again, exposed steel header. So cozy.
Yeah,
so beautiful.
I love this.
And if all of this wasn't enough, then on the other side you have a rustic bar. Look at the island here, the cabinetry, these metal accents and these bar stools. You go to the other side, you have a built-in shelf here. Then this is your bar. Glass shelves, LED lighting, sink in the center, built-in fridge, ice maker. It's just a nice addition to the seating and the dining area.
Yeah, and then we have these German kind of beer mugs behind the bar as well. They have a name. I can't remember what it's called right now, but
Looks really nice.
I just talked about that in the bathroom, so I have to follow through.
You had to mention it.
Yeah.
All right, now we're not done with this part of the home. Let's open up these sliding glass doors so we can check out this amazing patio. Seamless transition. These sliding glass doors actually stack. They have the same flagstone also here. Glass rating, multiple outdoor seating areas, more of this scenery and more of these views. Just beautiful. And also what, like Mikey, we're like 15 minutes from Vail.
Yeah, we're very close to Vail, Beaver Creek. There's just this whole community of ski towns around here. Some of the best skiing in the country between Vail and Beaver Creek and Breckenridge and Aspen's around the corner. So it's just an awesome location.
You can't pick the wrong mountain town. I think if you're drawn to the mountains, we offer, skiing and mountain biking and golfing and fishing and music and that really long list of activities. But I think, you try to find one that really speaks to sort of your culture or way of life. And for me, Vail was it. I love the idea of being centrally located and, you can base out of any of these communities, but there's so many that are close by and they're, we're less than 2 hours from Aspen, less than 2 hours from Steamboat. Breckenridge is 45 minutes. It's a place to slow down and explore at the same time.
And with that, we're done on this floor. Now, let's check out the lower level. Look at this staircase landing. Hardwood floors, stone walls, recessed in floor lighting, bridge that's above us, and taking these steps, we come to another landing point. Now, this hallway takes you to 3 bedrooms and the laundry room. That right there opens up to the patio, which we're gonna go next. But first, we gotta come here, powder bathroom on my left-hand side, bar on my right-hand side, because we have this door here opening up to the movie theater. Recliner chairs, padded walls, built-in speakers. Screen is on this side. It's not the biggest movie theater, but I think it's perfect size for this home. Next, we're gonna check out the patio. We have a hot tub here, which is nice to have considering the fact that this is a mountain home. You can just get in, relax, go outside, jump into snow, get yourself a little cold therapy, you know, hot and cold therapy.
Have you ever been in a hot tub when it's snowing outside?
No.
It's a fantastic experience. I can't really explain it beyond that, but it's great.
I'm sure. And yeah, this is your backyard. It's unbelievable. Then patio continues. Fire pit here, outdoor seating. These 3 glass sections are 3 different bedrooms that we're gonna check out in a minute. And I love, even with these glass windows, they left the steel headers exposed. Do you know what those steel headers do?
I'm guessing they hold up the floor above it.
Correct. So there's a column here and there's a column here. And because it's a big opening, you need a very strong material to hold the floor above.
Yeah.
A lot of traditional homes have wood studs. They're strong, but if you really want to go for that bulletproof strength,
Yeah.
you just use steel and it looks cool like this.
Makes sense.
All right, let's check out the 3 bedrooms.
Let's do it.
So we have the first bedroom here, comes with a king size bed, hardwood floors, also has its own full bathroom. Then following the hallway, bedroom number 2. This one has 2 single beds, super spacious. Of course, comes with another full bathroom as well. And going towards the end of the hallway, laundry room with a sink, and the last door opens up to the 3rd bedroom suite. Full size bed, hardwood floors, same plaster walls, and this was the window assembly that I was talking about. In fact, you can see the fire pit off of the patio, spacious, and around the corner, we have a full bathroom here, tile floors, tile walls, mosaic walk-in shower, brushed nickel fixtures, and this really unique sink. Now I promise this is the last jump, but I want to take everybody back to the staircase so we can continue our tour on the other side. Hardwood floors. This wing has 3 bedroom suites. This is the first one. Off of the entry, Mikey, let's go check it out. Full bathroom. I like these beige tones. Pebble stone in the walk-in shower, brushed nickel fixtures. I just realized, look at the ceilings, wood clad.
I was wondering if you were going to point that out. I noticed those.
It's super cool. You have your floating vanity here, vessel sink, and there's actually a picture window to benefit from the natural light coming into this bedroom. King size bed. You have 2 niches for some pictures with LED lighting, massive windows, more views, good vibes.
Yeah, very nice.
All right, let's go check out the 2nd bedroom now, which is right next door. Pretty much the same layout, comes with a king size bed, also has a full bathroom. So yeah, this is the 2nd bedroom on this wing. Now, the last bedroom is here, and I love this bedroom because we have so many bunk beds here. This is like my wild dream as a kid. You have 4 queen beds here, 2 singles on this side, and between the millwork, the ambiance here, lighting, so cool, so quaint.
Yeah, I love this. I always love queen bunks. You're going to have to give us a demonstration.
You want me to go up there?
Yeah, you got to go up there.
Damn. Okay, I'll go up there. But we gotta talk about this detail. Look how they utilize the space. These are all drawers.
These kinds of things are really popular on Instagram. Like, I see these going viral all the time, these like space-saving room designs.
Mikey's low-key teasing me to do a Instagram video so we can share it.
Maybe we'll share it. Go check out Enes' Instagram, you know?
There you go. What a way to plug it.
Yeah.
I'm going up there. All right, let's see. All right. Okay. Oh,
Looks
this
nice.
is so comfortable.
That looks good.
All right, by the way, there's also a full bathroom around the corner with a massive sink. I wanted to mention that. Kids are living good in this house, you know, what can I say? And with that, I think that's it for our tour. But of course, we need to see this place at dusk. All right, everyone, that's it for the tour. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Big thanks to the listing agent, Tye Stockton, for making this tour possible. And as always, you can find more information about this property in the description of this video. Now, if you enjoyed our Colorado episode, make sure to give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.